enable. I can flip the table, I don't think it's stable. Talk to me like some cable, listen to this baby. Persistent and faithful, Mercedes in the rain. On me if I'm faithful, forever grateful. Who need they plate? You are just a big fool. She eat me like grapefruit, there's no debate. Tryna play my game, I try say to
Trail,
the
paper trail. Who's in the building? Just Buffy. What's good, Buffy? I wanted to make this quick stream / YouTube video potentially because I don't know if people are talking about this. I might be late, but the subject of the stream is obviously AI agents for music. Maybe that's not obvious, but let me just get into like what I've had going on so far here. So right now we have this bro Sam, and he's gonna be the official paper trail manager. We built him just this week, and he doesn't have very many features at the moment, but yeah, he's gonna do a lot. What's good, Kago? Thank you for the sub, bro. Is this a leak, Sam Docs? Nah. People should know, but like, you know, we'll just refer to him as our manager. But yeah, Sam's AI, and we're bringing him to life right now. So I kind of just wanted to go over like what that looks like, especially for musicians / also streamers when it comes to AI agents in general. But I just got into this, so maybe I'm late to the party, but I think there's a lot of potential, basically. Do we know what AI agents are? I'm pretty sure most people are aware, right? Well, if you didn't know, say you use ChatGPT, right? You still have to prompt ChatGPT to get output of some sort. In addition to that, you can't ask ChatGPT certain details because it just doesn't know current information or personal information. So the strength of AI agents is you can basically hook them up to, you can basically hack yourself to your own advantage and then automate stuff so you don't have to prompt an AI to like give you information or whatever. But what I'm thinking this could be cool for is for anyone that's a producer, artist, etc., any type of creative. If you need a manager basically for your business and it's something that you have to keep track of and be consistent with, I think you could benefit from something like this. But yeah, I don't know exactly what I'm gonna set ours up to do at this point. I think you can do like stats to sales to research to, I mean, really anything you can think of, because it's like you're kind of opening the door now to AI being able to access whatever. It just depends on how accessible that thing is. So I've been messing around with trying to hook it up to things a little bit, and I have a breakdown of what I've done so far, but I feel like I have to like explain it for myself to really understand what I'm doing, right? Basically, the first thing we did, maybe I need a, yeah, hell yeah. All right, so the best way I can explain it is first we had to get a VPS. This is step one, right? Damn. VPS, right? That is a virtual private server. Okay. It's basically a virtual computer is all it is. And what that looks like, I took a screenshot, is this. This is how we access it. But we got like 40 gigs of storage on an SSD somewhere on a cloud, and I think like 2 gigs of RAM and a 2 gigabyte CPU. Yeah, vCPU is what they call it. But what that allows us to do is to run certain programs to be able to like package a program that you want to use. So we get N8N, which is, this shit looks like this. This is like one workflow, but this is the platform that we're building it on. That's a 2. This should be Docker, and this should be Docker Compose. Docker Compose. We'll just do that. So now we have N8N, and that's where we can do our like node-based editing workflow type deal. Yeah, hell yeah. So it's a lot of like API pulls, which I'd never used before either. And it's pretty surprising how many APIs you actually have access to, just like as someone who has an account. Can you turn up the volume? Okay. So where are we? Now we have N8N, right? Now we can build the workflows. Basically, it just depends from here on like what you can link it to. So if you want to link it to Twitch, for example, that's a good one. I was able to do that this week. Discord is another one for sure. But the sauce in all of this is that this contains AI. And by AI, it's like any LLM. You can hook it up to ChatGPT, you can hook it up to Claude, and you can have your programs reason for you when you're looking for like certain things, right? Right now I also have it going to like YouTube. Y'all get the idea. So whatever you can hook it up to is basically whatever it can use for data and then you can have it interact with you however you want, because together you get the power of AI mixed with the power of automation. So yeah, where we're at with Sam right now is a couple different workflows. So I'm thinking right now of starting with like a sort of weekly brief as the main goal. That's the one I showed y'all, and the one that I'm like mostly finished with. The test for that's gonna go out tomorrow, so I don't have it linked up to the posting right now, but it's all node based, which is cool. You don't really, okay, maybe it helps to learn. I'm not gonna say you don't need to learn. I didn't learn, so I'm approaching this as someone with no prior experience and just using ChatGPT. But yeah, I built this workflow with ChatGPT and it seems to work so far. But the way it works is we have it set to LA time, and it'll hit a schedule trigger every Monday at 9 a.m., right? So when this node goes off, that's going to automate the entire flow of things from there. To put it simply, there's like 3 different branches. Basically, this is Discord, this is Twitch, this is YouTube. And after it finds what week we're in, it's going to look at the past week and try to figure out how many new members joined our Discord, how many new followers we got on Twitch, and how many new videos we basically have up, as in like how many streams we did. But yeah, you get the idea. Same with YouTube. We have 3 different channels: our beach channel, our main channel, and our vibe channel. It's gonna basically give us our subs from each of those channels, and then from there it's all just generated from ChatGPT. So I'm just copy pasting these lines into there in JavaScript and kind of just setting it up the way it tells me to. But yeah, basically from there it's gonna store all that info, compare it to the week before, and then give us a growth metric in addition to like our totals. So we'll be able to see, okay, this is how many we're at on this channel, but we also like went up by this much, etc. Like you normally see with analytics, just in one place basically for us. And once it computes all that, then it's going to compose the full brief, which is the message that it's going to send in our Discord channel right here. So that's kind of the full workflow for now. I do want to loop in some other features, especially because right now it also is supposed to report on events, but we don't really have a system to add events yet, unless you kind of like code them in with a command, which is a little tedious. I'm not gonna lie. I appreciate you, Buffy. Let me know if that's better. So yeah, we don't want to code in events basically. So the goal with this is I want to hook this up to Gemini, because Gemini is the only AI model or LLM that has a free API. API is just the thing that you can use to like access it in here. I'm using API tokens to pull different bits of information, but Gemini from Google is the only one with a free API. So I'm working on hooking up Sam, our boy, to an LLM to be able to talk to us basically, or understand what we're talking about, what's going on, what to do with that information. But I think I'm going to try and execute the workflow to give y'all an example of how it should work or how it should trigger. It's not going to post because it's not hooked up there, obviously, but it normally looks something like this, and it still works. Let's go. Whew, that's crazy. I haven't tested this in like 4 days, so it's nice to see that it it's still functioning. But okay, basically the output that we get in the end is this message, which is formatted for Discord. The asterisks and the /n's basically make new lines and bold characters and all that stuff, but it's gonna say something along the lines of this, where it gives us basically breakdowns for our stats. But yeah, hopefully it should give us a better snapshot like each week, because I think it's easy to just let a week go by and then kind of forget. But yeah, that's kind of the idea, or like the first workflow we're working in for Sam to be our manager, right? Our AI manager. Apart from that, this is the one that's going to fold into events, the Sam listening. I'm working on a good morning one. It's kind of a simpler version of this to just practice what I learned as well. But yeah, a good morning one just for our Discord community to always say what's up to everyone. And then the last one that I want to work on at some point, I don't know if I'm going to implement it, is a research workflow where, because if you think about it, if you have a manager, right, they should be pretty in tune with what's going on, what to pay attention to, what's trending, etc. I think if we have an AI manager, that's completely possible. You know, if it's pulling like trending topics, trending YouTube videos in your niche, etc., could be really interesting. But yeah, apart from that, I guess he's also gonna Discord mod for us at some point. I haven't figured that out. There's definitely a way. It's gonna have to require allowing some more permissions, which I'm not keen on doing yet. But yeah, bro, that's our manager. That's Sam. More functions, more features coming soon for sure. Appreciate y'all for tapping in. I'm gonna see y'all next time. Hell yeah.
Go buy a pit, I go stupid, I go so cute. Shop by Cupid, get a little bit. I pop to I need touch, my eyes drip. Passing around sound, listen to a movie. Had a chat right now, cause it is my dude. I'm tied down right now, cause they like this. I found a method now, no you cannot use. Go vision on stepping down, dancing like Lewis. I told her pull up now, I'm feeling so close. We tryna go play.